Short people problems. All right, so I'm going to tell a story about online dating. Right, I already heard some chuckles, right? You're thinking, how is this guy going to tell me a story that's going to be funnier than all the stuff I have heard from my coworkers, from my friends, hell, maybe even myself, right? You out there online dating? Well, folks, hold my beer. So let's start off by talking about one online dating rule that I quickly learned. It's about height. Every female wants to date a guy, probably can't reach 6 feet tall, right? That's up here, that's pretty tall, okay? I'm not quite there. So I'm at a disadvantage already, right? So I'm kind of like, in here, 5 something, right around there, right? Nothing wrong with that, okay? And I meet this girl, she's like, I don't know, like 4 feet tall, that's perfect, right? And she's really smart too, though, right? So she's a teacher, actually a principal. I'm sorry, I don't want to offend folks. Teacher, principal up here, right? In a local school system. She's got like 5 degrees. I have 0. Not that that's a problem. I can up my game if needed, right? I got this, totally. So we do our small chat, and she's like, hey, let's go on a date. Date number 1. I survive. Date number 2. I made it through that too. And she's like, hey, I'd love to have a date number 3. Woo! Damn, I can't wait for date number 3. Now, you guys, nobody's super excited. Nobody jumped out of their seat because you probably have never made it to date number 3, right? Date number 3, that's like, third date is like third base, right? Like you're almost there, right? I mean, if I'm smooth, right, I'm gonna steal home plate. Like, that's what's going down. Like, the third date is where it all happens, right? Everybody's looking forward to that, right? So, third date, she picks the place. Brambleton Town Center. Local spot, right? Some can relate. Go to a bar there. We're chatting, drinking some beers. Night's going good, right? And then she says, hey, my friend and his wife want to come by. Would you like to meet them? Yeah, I'd love to meet your friends. That's a great idea. Of course. I'm glad that we're that close, that I can meet your friends on the third date. Now, let me tell you, folks, that's a bad idea, okay? You know what's going to happen, right? They have history, right? I got nothing. They're all going to be talking about topics I know nothing about. They're going to be joking about the past. I got nothing. I'm going to be over here on the sidelines going, hello, I'm here to date you, right? Not these two folks, but that's cool. Come on down, right? So the friends arrive, right? So it's husband and wife, right? So the husband, she knows, she's worked with them for many years, right? He's not a fancy dressed guy, but Rico Suave in a way, right? I'm like, okay, yeah. So what do you do? And he says, I'm also I'm a teacher. Oh, well, that's a great profession, right? Upstanding citizen in the community, do all good things, help out everybody, and teach the young children. And I'm like, specifically what? Like, I'm a school psychologist. Okay, guys, that's a bad thing for me, right? Psychologist? This guy's going to be analyzing every single thing that I say, every move I make. I'm like, this is not working out for me. This is the third date, right? Third date means I'm supposed to be like the man, right? I'm supposed to be like, this is my night to shine. This is all about me, right? So his wife, so what do you do? I'm an executive at AOL. Shit. I'm thinking, great, another smart one. Let me guess, you got like 5 degrees? Oh yeah, of course. Oh, I got 0, right? So that's good, right? We actually had some decent conversation. The night went well. We were drinking. And then the husband says, hey, we just live right down the way. We've got this huge basement, wet bar, pool table, Donkey Kong, we got it all. Let's go over and hang out at our place. Kids are gone for the night. And I'm like, oh, sure, yeah, let's do this. Let's go party. So we go down to their place, and we pull up out front, and I get out, and I take a look at the house, and I'm like, these people got money. They got spotlights on the house. That's how you know they got money, spotlights on your house. And I'm thinking, man, they're smart and they're rich. Whew, this is going to be a tough night. Yeah, let's do this. In the house, down the stairs, into the basement. And I'm like, man, these people, this is nice. This isn't what I come from, right? Pool table, wet bar, they got a couple taps. I'm like, all right, this is good, right? Let me get you a beer. Gets me a beer. Great, man. Ups his game a little while later. He's like, hey, man, let's do some shots. All right, not a shot guy, but let's do this. And he sets a shot glass down on the table. And I look at it, and it has 2 names on it. It's from a wedding. 2 unique names. And I'm like, oh, I know those 2 people. I'm like, tell you what, can I get a picture of you holding this? And I send it off to one of the people that was on there, right? And I'm like, hey, you know this guy? I get the reply back, and she's like, what are you doing with him? Bad news. Oh, great. Yeah, whatever. Let's put that back in my pocket. We don't want to hear that negativity. So the night's going, right? And we're enjoying shots and beers, and then he pulls out the pot. I'm like, wow, we go from beer to shots to pot. This night is really escalating. I'm like, nah, not my thing. No thanks, but hey, have at it, man, your house. Smoking it up. And then after a few minutes, he just kind of looks over at us, and he's like, hey, you guys play pool? And he kind of makes this like circle in his hand, and kind of like, you shoot pool, right? But he takes his thumb and he starts going, you want to play pool? And I'm like, that's a little odd. I have never seen anybody want to play pool by doing that. And I started to feel a little uncomfortable. And I'm thinking to myself, night's kind of really going on long here. It's 3rd date. I got things to do tonight with my date. I don't want her to get tired on me. I don't want to get tired myself. Maybe it's time to go. Date's like, yeah, okay, we can go. Sure, that's a great idea. So in the basement, there's a flight of stairs, and there's a landing, and then the stairs turn and go up another set of stairs, right? And so they have dogs, right? And they have the door closed at the top, and the wife is like, oh, no, let me hold the dogs back, right? We don't want the dogs all running on down here in the parent playground. So let me get that. I'm like, okay, yeah. So she goes up. She's at the top of the stairs. I go up, and I get to the landing, and I kind of stop, right? I didn't want to be all up in her grill at the top there. So I left a few stairs, and she starts talking to me. And I honestly don't know what she was talking about. Really, I didn't care, right? 3rd date. I got things to do, and it's not here. I need to get out that door, and you're in my way. And right about then, I started hearing something in the background. Right? Now, I can't see downstairs because I'm on the landing and there's a little wall right here, right? So if I turn my head, I can't really see anything. I see a wall. But I know my date, and I know the husband, they're down in the basement still. And the wife is just doing this a mile a minute, and I'm like, lady, really? And so I kind of turn, and I'm kind of looking at the wall, and I'm like, sounds like something from National Geographic. I just, there's no way I'm hearing that. Like, I'm right here. And then when I turn back, I'm like, whoa, damn, wife's in my grill. She's like a few steps closer, and I'm like, hold on, honey. Easy there. I'm going to kind of lean back, just take a look at my date real quick here. Oh, she's laid out at the bottom of the stairs with the husband, full on, getting it on. And I'm just staring, and they stare at me, and there's that awkward moment, and I'm like, You just stole home plate. That's not cool. I turned, and of course, when I turned, the wife is like, in my grill, and I'm like, you know, you're really not as attractive as my date. Don't think this is going to go down like that. So I kind of say, I'm going to leave, thank you. Push up, go down the hallway, just trample through the bushes out front. Down across the lawn, I step off the curb, and I turn around, and I go like this, and I just stare at the house with the spotlights. I'm like, wow, that's a big house. But then I refocus, and I'm like, all right, so my date, I'm going to stand here. I'm going to wait for her. I can't wait to hear this excuse. And I wait. And I wait. And my mind starts to wander. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, it's been an interesting evening. I've heard of these creatures. You know, sometimes they hang out at Clyde's. I've never seen one in the wild. I really haven't. Until that night, they were swingers.